Hey everyone, so let's talk about the Bible. It's this super famous, massive book, right? And honestly, it can look kind of intimidating just sitting there on a shelf, but today we're going to crack it open and see what's actually going on inside. And it's probably not what you think.
Okay, so when you picture the Bible, what do you see? Probably this one, single giant book, right? Like you're supposed to start at page 1 and just read all the way to the very end. But is that really what it is?
Yeah, no way. Here's a much better way to think about it. The Bible isn't one book. It's a whole library. Seriously, it's a collection of tons of different books, written by all sorts of people over a crazy long period of time. And you know, just like in a real library, there are different sections for different things. Okay, so it's a library, but here's the cool part. Even with all those different books, there's one massive adventure story that kind of weaves through everything, tying it all together. You can almost think of it as a big 4-part epic.
So, what's this big adventure all about? Well, it kicks off with a time of kings and prophets. You've got these famous leaders and messengers trying to keep everyone on track. Then, things take a sad turn. It's a part of the story called the exile, where the people actually get forced out of their own home. But, and this is important, it's not a sad ending. They eventually come back and rebuild everything. But here's the thing. All of this entire history, is building up to one single massive event, Jesus showing up.
And that arrival, that's the whole point. This one verse you see here, John 3:16, it's like the master key to the entire library. It basically tells you that the main theme, the big idea behind all of these books, is about God's incredible love for people. All right, so we've got the map of the main adventure. Now let's go back to that library idea. Let's wander through the aisles. What kind of books are actually on these shelves? What sections can you check out? Come on, let's explore.
So in one section, you'll find what's pretty much a songbook. It's full of poems and prayers. The Book of Psalms, that's the perfect example. It's got songs for when you're happy, songs for when you're sad, even songs for when you're scared and just don't have the words. It's kind of like a playbook for how to talk to God no matter what's going on.
Then you've got the wisdom section. This is awesome. Think of the Book of Proverbs. It's basically a collection of life hacks from some of the wisest people who ever lived. Seriously. It's just packed with these short, punchy sayings that give you advice on, well, everything. Friendship, work, being honest, all the important stuff. And you know what? This library doesn't avoid the hard questions. Not at all. There are whole books in here that just wrestle with the biggest, toughest questions you can imagine. Stuff like, why is there suffering? What's the whole point of life anyway? Who am I? This is the section you go to when you're really ready to do some deep thinking.
And then, of course, there's a huge part of this library that's just pure action and adventure. I'm talking incredible stories about heroes, kings, epic battles, unbelievable miracles, the whole 9 yards. It's like the history and the adventure sections of a bookstore all rolled into one.
Okay, so we've got songs, wisdom, deep questions, epic histories, but let's be real for a second. These are ancient books. So what? Why should any of this matter to you today? That's the real question, isn't it? Let's dig into what this library actually has in it for your life.
Believe it or not, this ancient library is an incredibly practical guide from modern life. Think about it. It can help you find real answers to those big questions we all have. It could teach you how to pray, like from the pros who've been doing it for centuries. You get this amazing advice from wise elders. You start to understand God's love on a whole new level. You even get clues about heaven and a really solid guide for figuring out right from wrong.
And this verse right here, it just nails the whole point. It says that all those stories, the good stuff, the bad stuff, all of it, they're not just old fairy tales. They were written down for us as examples, as warnings, so we can actually learn from what they got right, and maybe even more importantly, from what they got wrong.
So when you put it all together, the Bible is not some scary, dusty old rulebook, and it's definitely not one long, confusing story. It's a library, just full of treasure, waiting for you to find it. It's basically an invitation to an adventure. And now, it's your turn to start exploring.
So there's really only one question left. Where do you want to start? What are you in the mood for? Some action-packed history? Some game-changing advice from Proverbs? Or maybe you just need a song from the Psalms to connect with? The library's open. The adventure's waiting. So, what part are you going to explore first?